Hi everyone, very good evening. Welcome to the session of mergers and acquisitions. So today we have guided for a demo session on M&A. Okay, and before that, can I just know how many of you are doing the session for the first time, like LeDroit session for the first time? Do we have newcomers like who are attending LeDroit session for the first time? Kindly raise your hand. Okay, all right. Okay. So I'll just start with an introduction of LeDroit. Then we will be having a separate faculty for conducting the session. So LeDroit is an online legal edtech platform registered under Ministry of Corporate Affairs. We aim at providing legal practical education to lawyers and law students. All LeDroit courses, be it self-paced or be live, all are completely practical in nature. So you'll be learning practical skills over here, and in our live courses we provide interactive sessions. Towards the end of each live course we have drafting assignments or practical assignments where you get something out of it, and you get personalized feedback on your performance as well. So today we have the mergers and acquisitions demo session. That's why towards the end of the session I'll be explaining about the course details. Till the time faculty joins, I'll again be taking you through the course details. Okay, so we'll start with today's session, like what are the things you'll be learning today. So today we are going to cover the topics like what is mergers and acquisitions, why do companies merge and acquire each other, basic types of mergers and acquisitions, along with examples, what's the role of lawyers in M&A deals, how M&A deals take place, or how it looks like in corporate sector. So M&A plays a very important role in growing a business. Whenever businesses want to expand themselves, mergers and acquisition plays an important role. And today's session will be conducted by Advocate Samata Joshi. She's corporate lawyer with 8+ years of experience, and in the throughout this particular session, she'll be taking you throughout her practical experience of how M&A deals takes place, what are the things to consider into, what are the different types of mergers and acquisitions, what are the role of the lawyers, what are the things you can expect out of it. And M&A, a particular field is increasing right now. So if you develop your skills in particular field, there are high chances you'll be able to land up a very good position in corporate sector, because nowadays companies are demanding lawyers who have knowledge about M&A transactions, what are the things to consider into due diligence. So it's just not only limited to law, there are certain financial prospects you have to consider when you are doing mergers and acquisitions deal. So all these things will be explained in the course. Okay, so let me just check whether the faculty has joined or not. In the meanwhile, let me just take you through the details of the course. Okay, so as I said that this is going to be a demo session where you will be getting to know how the faculty is, what are the things you'll be learning in the course and everything. I'll just walk you through the details of the course as well. Okay, the course is starting from your 1st August, and it's a live course where you'll be learning about everything with regard to mergers and acquisitions. The timings for the session will be 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. The duration of the course is 15 days, and you'll be provided with proper reading materials as well as recordings of the lectures and sample draft. In the course, you'll be learning about different types of mergers and acquisitions, the laws related to the same, how it takes place in your corporate sector, what are the laws applicable when you are doing a mergers and acquisitions deal, how to do due diligence, what are the things to consider. So you'll be understanding the role of the regulatory bodies and how to draft a mergers and acquisitions agreement, various techniques used during your M&A deal, how to negotiate during M&A transaction, strategies used during the same time. Overall process of mergers and acquisition process will be explained to you, along with the drafting of major agreements used in your mergers and acquisition deals. So you'll just not only learning, but also you'll be practicing by way of drafting these type of agreements. That's why the last session will be a feedback session where you'll be getting a feedback on your performance. You'll be getting several agreements related to mergers and acquisitions and amalgamation to draft upon, and the faculty will review the same and give you feedback on the same. Okay, so this is completely practical course. You'll just not only learn mergers and acquisition, but also the post related procedures like post merger integration, how do companies work, how do they do business, and all things. And currently there are a lot of job openings in the market. You'll be understanding M&A deals with the help of certain case studies as well, and with the help of that you'll be able to apply for several job opportunities. Even as a fresher, you'll be eligible to apply for these corporate roles and get the chance to directly enter into in-house counsel position in bigger companies. Okay, so now, as I mentioned the details of the course, I hope you all are there in the demo session group. If not, I'm just sharing the link of the group as well, so you can join. Okay, I've just shared the link of the group. Please make sure that you have joined this group. All right. Now let me just check the faculty has joined or not. This particular session will be conducted by Advocate Samata Joshi, ma'am. She is a corporate attorney. Uh, yes, ma'am. So usually all our sessions are completely interactive. So if I'm going to allow you to interact with the faculty, make sure that you're not misusing that opportunity. Okay. Okay, ma'am. Just give me a minute. Ma'am, please try switching your camera on. Samantha, ma'am, are you there? Ma'am, please try to unmute yourself and switch your camera on. I've given you the rights.
I'm actually, but yes, am I audible now?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible, but we cannot
Yes,
see you.
yes. Give me a moment. It's actually saying I am not able to. I cannot start my video. It's showing me such message.
Okay, please try now.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, I think so. Some of the students are not comfortable with Hindi, and please be assured that all LeDroit sessions are in English only. Okay. So, in case if you are having trouble in understanding, do let us know. That's not an issue. We can, re-explain things to you. Okay. So, over to you, ma'am.
Sure. Sure. No worries. Yes, I'll continue with English itself. Okay. Hello. Good evening, everyone. Myself, Advocate Samata Joshi. So I'll be conducting your workshop. Sure, Anju. No worries. Even if I'm speaking in Hindi, I'll make it sure I'm speaking in both the languages, in English as well as in Hindi. So there won't be any issues. Fine? Chalo, great. So today I'll be conducting the workshop on mergers and acquisitions. Yes, I'll try and make it as much as interactive and as much as, give me a moment. Yeah, insightful for you for today. Yes, so today's workshop is based on our. Yes, first of all, is my screen visible to you all? And am I audible properly? Can I have thumbs up from your end? Yes. Is my screen visible to everyone? Yes. Can I have thumbs ups up at your end? Because I'm not able to get whether my screen is visible to you or not.
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Yes, it's visible. Thank you. Okay. So let's start with the session. So we are here for the workshop that is M&A, which is also known as mergers and acquisition. Let me tell you, mergers and acquisitions right now are very much into the trend, I might say, because from past 2008, 9 or 10, by 8 to 10, 2008 to 10, many decisions of NCLTs and so have converted the winding up of companies into the acquisitions. So the basic intention behind, rather winding up of any business, they have said that it's better that either you merge with some the company or you get acquired with the company. So I might say in many other ways. So this is one of the reasons also where the mergers and acquisitions have increased. But apart from this, if you can also see, there are many such companies who are diversifying themselves, who think to capture a particular market, they are acquiring or they are merging with some other company. So yes, right now I might tell you that yes, one of the I might say the biggest topic or one of the in trend topic is right now the M&A, that is mergers and acquisition. So what is this exactly, mergers and acquisitions? Okay, so this is a basically type of a transaction. Let me tell you very first why we say it as a transaction. I tell you, because we buy something or we invest into something. That's why it becomes a transactional activity, where you might have the ownership of the company, ownership to their operations, transfer of shares, and so many things. Yes, this is your mergers and acquisition, that is, and transfer of ownership or combining of companies or organizations or business, like any other operations they are. Yes, so that's why we usually refer M&A to the transaction. So what is exactly? So see, merger and acquisitions are two different, complete different topics. Acha, they are not the similar one at all. Do you think they are separate or they are the similar one? What do you think? Are they separate or they are the similar one? Yes, they both are very much different. That's why it is merger and acquisition, or else it would have been one word. Okay, so merger is one and acquisition is one. So now what is merger? Merger is when two companies come together. Okay, when there are two companies, not only two, there might be more than two as well, but there are two or more than two business organizations who come together and form one new entity. Form one new entity or new organization completely. Okay. Now, one question, when these entities are basically, no, merger is not sort of amalgamation, it's completely different. Now, that's what I was coming up to. Now, my question to you all is, when this merger is happening, let's say there is company A, company B, and company C. They all decide that we are going to merge to a one particular entity, that is D. Okay? And all of this mergers, all of these companies rather, are basically involved in a very similar type of what we might say business activity or transactions. Okay, majorly it's very much similar. And when they decide to merge themselves, all of them three, and become one entity, that is company D, what will happen with A, B, and C? Will they dissolve, or those companies will exist? Can anybody tell me?
Ma'am, could you please repeat the question again?
So sure. See what I was asking. There's company A and B and C. Okay, all of these companies are conducting a similar type of business. They come together and they decide that we will merge together and we will form one entity, that is company D. So when this company D, a new entity out of this merger is formed, what about A, B, and C? They will exist or they will dissolve their own identity? What will happen with them?
Ma'am, I think so. They three all will be existing.
Yes, and still there will be, yes. And still there will be a new entity.
A new entity.
Yes. Still there will be a new entity. Am I visible now properly? Yes. Yes,
Ma'am,
Arjun.
like there are, hello.
Ah, yes. Continue.
Like ma'am, there are special purposes vehicle, like they are like that or they are different.
Sorry.
Like in business collaboration, there are special purpose vehicles, so they are different
Huh,
or they are same.
that depends. Huh. If they are, so that can be referred as joint ventures. Yes, if they are basically agreeing to get together for a particular purpose or a particular type of business, that is also a merger. And but that is for a specific purpose, which can also be termed as a joint venture. Now, let me tell you, joint venture was a definition in Companies Act earlier. Now, that has removed and it is included in associate companies. So, yes, it will be a type of merger only. Yes, yes. So, what is merger by far? Merger is something where two or more companies come together and form one single entity. Now, these two companies come together are be performing very similar type of business. They might have similar type of product as well. Yes, so they will come together and form one company. This becomes merger, that is merging into one another and forming one company. Then there is another question that is known as acquisition. Acquisition means to acquire something. To acquire something, there is one big company. Okay, there is one big company. Then there is one small company. Okay, there is one small company who might have small business, or we might say who might be running into losses. Not necessary every time, I'm just giving an example. Who might have a very different and peculiar type of product which the big company wanted to have in his own company. There are many such reasons of acquisitions. So, etc. types of reasons. So, let's say there shall be such company, a small company. What happens then? This company and acquiring company basically completely takes hold of this small company. Means what? This big company completely acquires the business of this small company. Then that business is transferred in the name of complete new company, and the old owners, the old business name, everything will get dissolved. It will get acquired by the new company. It will get acquired by the new company. This is known as acquisition. This is known as acquisition. Yes, there are many such. I'll ask you everyone after this. So what is merger? Two of them coming together and forming one. In case of acquisition, one big company is completely taking the control, the hold, the complete business, or acquiring the complete business or controls of the small company. That company will completely dissolve and it will get into, now that business will become the business of that big company, the acquiring company. This can be, as I said, this acquisitions can be very different acquisitions. Many times the reasons are also very different. Let's take a small example of merger. So we all are aware about Vodafone. We all are aware about Idea. Are we aware about both of these companies? Yes, everyone. If you give me thumbs up, that will also be fine.
Yes.
Yes, great. So do you know Vodafone is a telecom company? Idea is also a telecom company. Barabar hai? Am I
Yes.
right?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. So the companies were Vodafone India and Idea Cellular Limited. Now, what happened? They both were doing the same business. Remember what I said in the earlier one? Vodafone also telecom, Idea also telecom. What they thought? Let's club us together. Let's get together. They came together and they formed what? VI. Now it is VI. Am I right?
Yes.
Vodafone Idea Limited, it's VI. Yes. They came together and they formed a complete new entity that was VI. Now, again, the reasons can be many: to acquire the market, to capture the market, to be the biggest competitor in the market. Yes, there the reasons can be many such. But now what happened in this scenario? They came together. They merged themselves. They merged themselves and formed one entity, that was VI. Now, what shall be the acquisition? Are we all aware about Tata Motors? We know what is Tata Motors, the company, हमें पता है. Are we aware about Tata Motors?
Yes.
Yes. Are we aware about JLR? That is Jaguar Land Rover. A
Yes.
biggest acquisition of all the times. Can we say this? It was the biggest acquisition, very known and a very, very, I might say, thoughtful acquisition. Yes. After this, it was Air India, let me tell you. Again, a biggest one. Then, Tata Motors, we all know. Jaguar, we all again know. But what happened? Here, they did not merge. Though the companies were doing the same businesses, what happened, let me tell you, Jaguar was running out of little losses. Okay, but it's a premium brand car, that's why what happened, it was little running out of losses, but it had its own name. It was a big brand name as well, right? We all know the Ford had some such cars also which went into the losses, but they still was the biggest one. What they did, Tata Motors said, we will take over your business. When we say take over means they acquired the like JLR, that is Jaguar Land Rover's complete business. Now it is the Tata Motors. Tata Motors own Jaguar Land Rover completely. Yes, and there were many such reasons. All the business was transferred to Tata Motors, brand name is transferred to Tata Motors, intellectual property play a very, very important and crucial role when we talk about merge any acquisitions, because complete brand name, complete IPR is transferred to Tata Motors, and this was for 2.3 billion. So the Tata Motors basically purchased the JLR, that is Land Rover, for 2.3 billion. Huge, huge amount. Yes. Now, what was the need? Many things. Again, it was a strategic expansion. They now Tatas are also into the race of luxurious car segment. Am I right? Yes. Now, when Jaguar Land Rover was initially running by themselves, they were into losses. When they came into Tata Motors, the business was taken by Tata Motors. Now, of course, the cars we all are seeing on the roads, it has become a profitable one. Yes. And the very important, that was the motive behind this, was a made in India success story. It was a complete made in India success story. Can we have some examples, one or two examples from your end that you think was a good merger or a good acquisition? Any of this? At least one or two. Can I have from your end? Yes, can I? Yes, yes, yes. Anybody? Any merger and acquisition, but I want separator where there is a merger and when there is a acquisition. Any of such you think was the good one? Yes. One has said already, Flipkart and Walmart. Yes. Zepto by Jio. No, no. Yes, yes. Zepto by Jio. Okay. Yes. Jio Hotstar. Yes. But Jio Hotstar was what? Again, can anybody tell me? Jio Hotstar was a merger or was an acquisition? Merger, correct. No, it was merger.
Ma'am,
Ma-
Tesla and Tata Motors.
Tesla and Tata Motors, yes.
And ma'am,
Zomato, Bimbo,
Air
Fa-
India and Vistara.
Facebook and WhatsApp.
yes. Disney Pixar, very big one, huh? Disney and Pixar, very big one. Yes. Anything else?
Facebook,
Facebook, yes.
WhatsApp. Yeah, Facebook, WhatsApp.
Yes, Facebook, WhatsApp, even Instagram for that matter.
Right.
Yes, yes. Yes. So my main concern behind asking you these examples was, are we clear with the concepts of mergers and acquisition? Air India, Vistara, Pfizer, and yes, this is the good one. Pfizer wala. Yes.
Microsoft, LinkedIn.
Yes. It was the latest one. Yes. And two different, complete two different types of
Work.
link
Yes.
between them, right?
Yes. Yes.
And it
Yes.
was a big, big one. Yes. And a very smart move, I might say, from this Microsoft as well. Very smart move. Very
Correct,
nice.
correct, correct,
Yes,
correct.
yes. So, my question to you all was, are we clear with the concept of merger and acquisition? Why merger will happen and why acquisition will happen? And in this both scenario, what will be exactly happening with the old businesses? Because we will be moving ahead with the next concept of this. Rest of them, there are many informations available in our actual sessions of mergers and acquisitions, if you would have been aware about. There are many such examples. We take so many trends from 2009 to till now, how the trends have changed. And yes, how the acquisition of Air India has happened. Yes, all of this thing. So let's move on. Total turnover. Okay, Pratik, this was new one for me. Yes, 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 yes. I think someone's, uh, I don't know whose volume is, yes.
I think Sai,
Yeah, yes, yes, yes. Sai, can you, thank you, no problem, no problem. It might happen. Chalo, let's talk. Now, the reason why these companies are getting into merger, yes, Anju, yes. Why these companies are engaging in merger or acquisition? See, one of the reason that I have told you, this was the prospectus from insolvency and bankruptcy. That yes, many NCLTs are basically ordering to merge these companies or get acquired by the bigger companies. The reason only behind the reason by the NCLT is very nice. That is, to dissolve, it's better you get acquired. So at least the business keeps running. That becomes the part or the through way back from the insolvency bankruptcy. But from the way of other perspectives, let's see why these companies are actually merging or getting acquired. So the very first one is, of course, the economic scale and scope. Why economic scale is so much? See, Vodafone was also selling same product. Idea was also selling the same product. But what happened when they came together? Don't tell me network nahi aata अच्छे से. That I know. Apart from that, apart from that, it became cost efficient. Yes, because now they might be selling the product more efficiently, effectively, more precisely. Resources are, both the resources are being used for one particular thing. Yes, for I might say for including for making the product better. Yes, so economic scale, so the resources, the finances, yes, they both are getting combined for one good product. Yes, so that is a better economic scale. Second is market expansion. Market expansion, Jaguar Land Rover, as we said. Yes, Jaguar and Land Rover, I can say the best example, that they were into small segment. Tata Motors was into local. Now they have also got themselves into luxurious car. Zomato and Blinkit. Zomato was just delivering what? Food.
food.
Now they are
Yes,
also delivering. I think
item.
no, it is vice versa actually. Blinkit was the company who started in Delhi, and their territorial sector was very much what I might say, very smaller one. So what the deal was, when they were merging with the Zomato, they were getting the market expansion because Zomato delivers across India. Yes, that's why for Blinkit it was a bang on deal, that once I am getting with Zomato, I'm linking it with Zomato, my market size will increase. I'll expand my market, and plus now Zomato has a deal that with the food delivery, we are also delivering groceries. So market expansion का सबसे best example Zomato and Blinkit है. Yes, then diversification. Just now someone said Microsoft and LinkedIn, completely different product, selling different things, but merging together or acquiring the business. Why? To diversify, to get into the new market completely. Yes, because Microsoft and LinkedIn are nowhere connected. But now understand, everything of LinkedIn is connected to Microsoft. Nothing you can go directly apart from Microsoft. See how a one software company has captured a very big market of many things. I might say job, or you might say the feeds, and so many things. So Microsoft has completely diversified themselves into new market. For LinkedIn, it was a support of tech, that was software support, I might say. That's why that was a very good, again, a very good decision by Microsoft to get into a completely new, so sorry, to get into a completely new business or segment. Then access to new technologies or intellectual property. See, many times, if you remember, when I was sharing the acquisition or merger, many times what happens also is now, there is this company who is one, someone said also about one pharmaceutical company's example someone gave. Yes, what happened many times, no? Even for I have a one more example for this. There are certain companies who are rich in technology or rich in their patents. Okay, patents is one of the big thing in the industries right now, that patents are all usually the inventions. Okay, one of the sector of IP, or intellectual property rights. So these patents are they basically hold a very very great value, let me tell you. So if a particular company is having a great tech or having a great IPR, can also get merged or acquired with the company. Now, do you remember the brand name of Jaguar is transferred to Tata Motors? Do you remember where I was sharing the example I have told you? Complete IPRs are being transferred. Yes. So this is the one of the again important aspect. Another important aspect is synergies. One of the important aspect is synergies. So what is this synergies? Can anybody tell me? So basically what happens is, na, whenever these entities come together, na, they become more valuable and more efficient. Initially, they hold the single value, but after merging or acquiring an either company, they becomes do or do 11, not 2 plus 2, 4. Yes, why? Why? What might be the scenario? Because individually, what they were delivering, they might deliver much more better and efficient by getting combined. Yes. Another important aspect, elimination of competitions, of course. Why not? It's an industry, it's a business. It has to be there, right? By merging or by acquiring some companies, by default, you're acquiring a competition. You're reducing the competition of yourself in the market. Yes. So mergers, I might, but acquisitions are also very stronger one. Yes. Finances, many times it has been seen that many such companies, the subsidiary companies, are formed for some or the other tax benefits also. Yes, if you are a small scale companies, you get many tax benefits. Yes, and it becomes a very very like very fortunate investment thing as well. So as I said, there are lot of reasons why company can merge or acquire the other business. Many times it is market expansion, diversification, the two strong points I might always say, and of course economic as well. These are the three important aspects. What I always think is that any companies are being merged or being acquired, because of course when we talk about Vodafone and Idea also, the position of Idea at that given point of time was not very much good. If you can go back and read the actual reason of the particular merger, they have saved the business and now formed a very strong entity. Yes. Now, there are several types of mergers. There are several types of mergers. What are these types? These three are the major important types. We have more other as well. We have certain types of acquisitions also. Yes, but here we will be discussing in little brief. Hope you all are awake and I'm not boring you in any sense. Yes. Okay. Please. Chalo. Let's go ahead. Now, the very first type of merger is horizontal merger. Horizontal matlab, can you understand what is horizontal merger? A proper horizontal line. Same industry at a same stage combine themselves. Same company, same stage, combine themselves and form one big company. Why they form? What is the purpose behind any horizontal merger? Increase market share. They are reducing the competition. Yes, and our very first point, economic scale, growth of economic scale. Yes, again, Vodafone Idea becomes a very best example for this. Yes, yes, exactly right. The very next type of, very next type of merger is vertical merger. Now, again, let me tell you, horizontal, a straight line, vertical, a slanting line. Here, the companies might be the same, but they might be at a different stage. What we mean by different stage? What we mean by different stage? Can we say Blinkit and Zomato? Blinkit and Zomato, Amazon and Whole Foods can be a good example. Amazon was delivering, let's say even Zomato for that matter also. Zomato was doing what? Just delivering food. Same for Blinkit. They were in only one place. Zomato went vertically. They were supplying what? Groceries. Am I right? Now, both of them, yes, now Zomato has vertically merged with Blinkit and expanding its grocery share. Are you understanding? Yes, they have. So, same companies might be, but they are on a different stage of the production or at the supply chain as well. Then there is conglomeria merger. Now, this, let me tell you, is very, very different. Both the companies are also different. Yes. And they are not related to each other at all. Diversifying the business is the best example of this type of merger. Means what? They were not at all into a particular business and they have acquired, or we might say they have merged into such business that they are diversifying their product, completely new product. Here I am taking a new one. Let's not go back to the LinkedIn and Microsoft. Yes, let's take something new. The new one I might say is Tata Group acquiring Tetley Tea. Were we aware about this? Tata Tea has acquired Tetley Tea. Were we aware about this? Very nice acquisition. Very nice acquisition. Tatas were not into this particular product or particular scenario. But by acquiring Tetley Tea, they went into a completely new industry, a tea producing industry. Tatas are steel, motors, now air, everything. Even air can also be a very good acquisition, a very good example of conglomerate, where they were not into the aviation industry at all. They have completely diversified themselves, their business, and they have taken over an aviation sector. Are you getting my point? Which is again a very good move that they are getting into completely. Big Bazaar and Reliance, Future Group, I might say. Future Group, you're right. You're right. Future Group was being acquired by Reliance, right? Complete Future Group was being acquired. Very good one. Yes. So what is the reason behind any merger and acquisition, and what are the different types of mergers. Are we clear with both of these concepts? Yes, let's go ahead. Now, I think all of you, or major, like every one of us, some or the way, other way, we all would be the lawyers. So, what do you think? हमारा कुछ काम है इस merger और acquisition में? Are we are playing an important role in these deals? Are we? What do you think? Do we play an important role in these things? Yes, we do play. We really, really do play. Yes, we play a very, very strong and a very vital role in this complete transaction of merger and acquisition from starting point till the closure. Yes, there is a big thing. हमें ऐसे लगता है कि okay, it's very easy ना to say, oh wow, Tata Motors acquired Air India. Oh, do you really think it was been acquired so easy as we are mentioning? Nahi. Let me tell you, it involves lot and lot of process. But in that process, one of the vital roles are being played by the lawyers, of course. From all the legal regulatory compliance till drafting, negotiating, and the closing of the deal, everything and at every part, the lawyers are playing a very crucial role in this particular transactions. So what are these stages? So at a very initial stage, whenever they are being said that, okay, we will be merging or acquiring this particular company, then whenever there in any whenever there is any merger or acquisition, there is one concept. Okay, that concept we have made very much nicely in our sessions. We will be discussing those in the sessions as well. That is known as due diligence. That is known as DD. We say it as DD, conducting DD or due diligence. Yes. So, in that particular due diligence, also, we play an important part, because what were the previous contracts entered by the other company? Yes, is there any litigation going upon the company in any which ways? Yes, let's say if they are having any intellectual property, IPR rights, getting transferred all of those IPR rights. Yes, so all of this has been taken care by whom? By us, by the lawyers, I might say. Yes, then let's say if there is any structuring happening, finance structuring is happening. So let's say, okay, now the finances have been decided, okay, this shall be the type of assets that we will be purchasing, or this is the type of shares we will be giving them, and so on. But then also, who is the one who is going to basically make the proper contract of it or share agreement of it? Again, us. Yes, then as I said, negotiations and a lot of documentations. Yes, we draft and negotiate with other companies. Yes, we prepare very, very strong agreements which are required to be made in this M&A deals. Yes, as I mentioned, share purchase agreement, letter of intent, that we say IOI. Yes, even in our mergers and acquisition sessions, we have a proper draft of letter of intent, where of course, where I can show you how the letter of intent is been prepared, what exactly letter of intent shall be in case of any merger or acquisition. So preparing of that, if it is an, now we usually use it as term sheet in India. Yes, or business agreement, but it is said as either a merger agreement or an acquisition agreement. In our sessions, again, we have merger and acquisition agreements separately. Yes, but we usually use as a term sheets also, letter of intent, or two different agreements also. Yes, then preparing those agreements, negotiating the terms of agreement with the other parties. Yes, if any approvals are required to be taken from the government or from the any specific regulatory, that is ROC, MCA filings, everything. Yes, that has to be done. Once the closing is done, the agreements has to be taken care of. Yes. So apart from any other such things, in every aspect of this transaction, legal advisor or the lawyers play a very crucial or very important role. Now, as I was mentioning to you was, okay, we say, oh wow, this acquisition was very nice, or this particular merger was very nice. Is it that easy? Do we really know the BTS of this? It is very crucial. Let me tell you, it involves months. Many months go behind any such transaction, any of these transactions. Let me tell you, it is very simple for us to say, but the process of any merger or any acquisitions, once we are understanding what is due diligence, how the letter of intent has been prepared, what is strategic operation, what is your financial strategic alignment, everything we will be discussing each and every aspect of this separately in our sessions. This is very crucial and very important whenever we deal with mergers and acquisition. So yes, let me tell you, it is not that easy that any company, okay, they were just saying, अच्छा चलो आज कुछ काम नहीं है तो हम एक दूसरे के साथ मर्ज हो जाते हैं, चलो कुछ काम नहीं है बहुत पैसे पड़े हैं तो हम acquire कर लेते हैं. No, it is not like that, that they were having a very quiet free time with themselves, or they were having a good reserves or profits with them that they thought they might acquire something. No, we have already seen the reasons for what are the merger and acquisition reasons. So let me tell you, it starts the process initially from making a strategy that whether there is a need to get acquired the particular company or to merge with a company. So the object or the purpose has to be very definitive. Why we want to get into this particular transaction? If you get into that particular thing, if you have cracked that nerve, okay, for what purpose or objective you are getting into this particular thing, then another is to see which company is very much aligning with your company. If the purpose is clear, the alignment with the company will be very much clear. Yes. So what do you mean by alignment? Alignment, to find a similar alignment of company. As, yes, anybody saying something? I'm so sorry. Yes. Okay. Okay. Can I go ahead? Okay. Yes. Now you have to check which company is strategically fit with our company, with our objective rather than the company. I might say the purpose or the need of our particular thing, whether that company is fitting with us, getting into that particular aspect. You have to check all of these things. Once you have done this, you have to understand whether we should go with this particular deal or we should not go with this particular deal. When this will happen? When you will understand the main crux of merger or acquisition, whether we are actually required to get particularly merged or get acquired. Yes, the object should be very much clear, or the purpose should be very much clear. Once you have done this, now what is the important option left with us? Once you understand the strategic fit, that which are the companies that you feel will be properly aligned with your objective, then you have to basically shortlist them. Then you have to reach them. Which of the company you feel that is giving you more prominent, better option of merger or acquisition, you will be merging or aligning with that particular company. Not yet, it has not happened, let me tell you. This is a very preliminary stage. If you feel that this particular company is a good, then what important aspect now come into the picture is to carry out DD, that is due diligence. And any company, whenever they are carrying, like conducting this due diligence, there shall be NDA performed between these two companies. What is NDA? What is NDA?
Non-disclosure agreement.
Yes, it's a non-disclosure agreement. Why do you think when this due diligence has been performed, this NDA has to get entered? Why we should enter into NDA with the another company, or that company is entering with us? Can anybody tell me?
Because important information should not be leaked.
Leaked. Yes, correct. Absolutely right. Whenever any due diligence is conducted, correct, correct. Whenever any due diligence has been conducted, what is due diligence? They will see nooks of everything of your company. The legal status, the financial status, the product, the production, manufacturing, how you're functioning, and what not. So, whenever any company is conducting a due diligence upon your company, so you are giving them your confidential information, rather, you're sharing all your important details which you feel are very secretive for yourself. So, let's say if tomorrow, if this doesn't work, and if the other company is misusing the information, then what shall happen? So it's an always better option. So we also have NDA, draft of NDA. Whenever we are taking the sessions of mergers and acquisition, we have a draft of NDA also. So whenever such due diligence has been performed, it is important that always get into an NDA, so that all your information which is being shared will be secretive and will not, basically, rather than secretive, the very important aspect is it shall not get misused at all. Yes, once the due diligence has been carried out, once they give the due diligence team, okay, so there is a team of due diligence, okay, and they all are out of the company, they are the external people, okay, they will prepare one data, okay, they have their own space, they will collect the data, they will, once the data has been collected, they will prepare a one report. That report will mention the do's and don'ts of this particular transaction, and they will give you whether the merger or this acquisition will be a proper or a very profitable one, or we shouldn't be going with this particular merger or acquisition. Based upon that report, now the shareholders will decide whether they shall go with this particular deal or not. If they are positive that the deal should happen, then the shareholders will send one LOI. Hope you remember I have talked about letter of intent, LOI. Okay. This is not an binding document, but it can get binding if we give an exclusivity to it. That is another concept of LOI. But then, if you are agreeing with the process and you're going along with the process, then letter of intent. What is letter of intent basically, or a term sheet? An intention. Okay. An intention showing, mentioning your terms and conditions of the particular transaction. Now, will this happen that, okay, I have sent this term sheet. Oh, wow, the next company is very happy. Oh, wow, this is nice. This is good for us. No. Of course, there shall be negotiations as well, right? So the terms of this particular sheet will also be negotiated. What shall be the risk allocations will be decided. Once everything is done, any other agreement has to be supporting agreements, we might say, is if it is required, then such supporting agreements are also be to be prepared. Then what will happen? There shall be an approval and strategizing the particular integration. What is integration? What will happen once the business are combined or once the businesses is captured? See, whenever any merger or acquisition happens, understand everything is affected, from the employees to the business to the transactions to the contract. So how all these things will be happening? So all of this integration, post integration and pre integration and post integration, we say it as like this in M&A. How are we going to channelize this particular thing? Okay. So what will happen? How are we going to disclose? How shall be the employees? Yes. What shall be the salaries? Yes. If any approvals are required, what shall be those approvals? How those approvals will be taken? Yes, how the announcement of the deal shall be conveyed to the people in the sense the people working in the company and the customer, internal and external stakeholders, we say them. Yes, who how the news of this shall be conveyed, everything will be properly planned. Okay, it is not something that it will be just okay chalo tomorrow there is a merger, right? It may not be happening so. Yes, so all these things will be planned properly. After everything is being channelized, planned, finances are planned, how the payment will be done, everything is when done, there is one last thing that shall happen, that is known as a closing day. Closing day means what? Closing day, and of course post integration. Closing day is the last day where the deal is closed, the transfers of the funds are done, the documents of whatever the important agreements are being drafted or will be signed, and सबसे important aspect is the complete ownership will be transferred, the charges will be in completely different hands. Once this is done, there will be a public announcement. I'm not talking about the internal, external. Public in the sense at a public domain. Whether the press conference is required, any such other thing is required, everything will be planned. Accordingly, such press conference or such disclosure of that particular announcement will be done in a particular manner as decided by both the companies. Yes, and finally, when the company is merged or company is being acquired, how the work will happen, how the employees will be strategized, their work will be strategized, everything will be channelized, and now they will be working in a completely new organization or a completely new entity. So, this is all the big process before any merger or any acquisition that happens. For us, we really sometimes feels, array, this was so very easy. It must not have been very difficult, right? But no, it really takes a lot of months to actually complete this particular transaction. Yes, so this was from my end. Yes, hope I must have been able to give you some insights out of this workshop. Hope you must have got some understandings about the concepts of mergers and acquisition, and we what exactly role we play when this happens. Yes, and thank you so very much to everyone who joined this workshop. Yes, and I'm really, really thankful to everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, and all the very best. And hope to see you, all of you, in our mergers and acquisitions sessions. Yes, for our course. Yes, thank you so very much, and all the very, very best to you. Yes, hope I was not very fast. Yes, we had a little time frame, so I had to, but hope you could have understood everything. Yes, thank you so much. Over to you, Ria.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for providing such a wonderful session.
Thank
I'm
you.
sure it was enriching for everyone. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye. Bye.
Yeah.
Take care, everyone. All the best.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you.
Bye.
So, I'll be sharing the course details once again with everyone. Okay, just give me a minute. For people who join later on, I'll be just taking you through the course details once more. Um, okay. All right. So the as ma'am said, it's a practical course, and the course will be starting from your 1st of August, and it's a 15 days course. That in within this duration, you'll be learning everything about mergers and acquisitions. And don't worry if we feel like that the duration needs to be extended, we do extend it. Sometimes we extend it by 1 day or two, so we notify you in the group. The registration process is such that after registration you'll be added in a WhatsApp group of the course. Over there we'll be updating you about meeting links and everything. And in the materials you'll be receiving reading materials, sample drafts, as well as recordings for future reference. Okay, so in the course, you'll be learning everything about M&A, how deals take place, what's the role of a lawyer over there, what are your expectations, how to do due diligence, along with the case studies and proper drafting techniques, how to do mergers and acquisitions negotiation as well, how to deal with clients, and tax implications, financial things you have to consider into, how you have to deal with CAs and other things you will be learning in the course, and also how to draft a mergers and acquisitions agreement. Also the thing how to deal with post merger integration scenarios, that will also be covered. So the fee for the course is 2000 currently, but for this particular session participants will be sharing a separate code that will be INR 500 off discount. So if you'll use that coupon code, that will be valid till tonight, you'll be able to register for the course at 1500, provided that you're registering today. Okay, so we'll be sharing the details in the group. I'll just reshare the details of the group once again, so just make sure that you have joined that group. And one more thing, I'll be sharing a feedback form right now. So make sure that you have filled up the form, because we'll be sharing a separate participation certificate for this particular session. Okay. So I'm just sharing the link of the group. Make sure you join the group. Over there we'll be sharing the course details, and the people who are filling up the form, make sure like you are filling in your correct details. The certificates will be sent by 10th August. All right, we'll be updating in the group itself. Just give me a second, I'll be sharing the link of the form as well. um, okay, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this session. Just fill up the form and then leave the call, okay? And stay connected with us for more such insightful sessions. Every Friday at 6 p.m., we go live on our YouTube channel where we discuss more about contracts as well. So currently, we are going with series of understanding contracts used in various industries. I'll just share the form where we pick up any particular industry and discuss contracts used in that industry. Okay, so hoping that to see you all in our YouTube live sessions as well. I just shared the form. Make sure you fill in your details, and the certificates will be sent on 10th August. All right. So, if you are interested in the course, you can join the course. We'll be sharing the coupon code and the details with regard to the course in the demo session group, the link which I've shared above. Yeah, that's all. Thank you everyone for joining the session. Hope you all had a great time. Thank you.